All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're back at it in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 with another flight in our Citation. I haven't got the A320 sorted out yet, so we're just jetting around all over the place in the little rocket in the Citation. And today's trip is going to be from Houston, William P. Hobby to Shreveport. We're going to go gambling on the river or something, maybe. All right, let's start. Starting out, let's check our weather really super fast here. Shouldn't be a big deal at all, but we'll double check. Let's see, Houston Hobby. Looks like 020 at 14 knots, 10 statute miles, broken at 25,000. Altimeter is 29er. Okay, so we're good there. No issues with Houston whatsoever. A little bit of precipitation down in the Gulf won't affect us at all. Let's go up to Shreveport, see what it looks like. 7 statute miles. Winds at 030, 11 knots. It's broken at 4,100 feet, broken at 5,000 feet, broken at 27,000 feet. Altimeter 3007. So, not bad there either. Should be a really nice little trip to make with no issues. So let's pull this back down and let's go back to our flight here in Sim. We will be flying the Indy 7 departure, standard instrument departure out of Houston, and we'll be going up to Indy, the Indy transition, and then the rest of the trip will be just direct Shreveport. There is no standard arrival for Shreveport, no star, nothing like that. Just a regular old airport, nothing major. So let's go ahead and see about jumping in the aircraft. All right, here we are at Hobby. Let's, you know what, we're going to pause this real quick and we're going to take a look at the Indy 7 RNAV departure. First waypoint is going to be Rink, then Colette, guessing that's what you would say. Sushi, definitely know that's right. Well, and Indy. And I honestly don't really see any kind of let's see, takeoff runway 4, climb heading 041 to 560 feet for radar vectors to Rink Dense. On track 016 to Colette, then on track 025 to Sushi, then on track 026 to Well, then on track 026 to Indy, then on transition, maintain 16,000 or as assigned by ATC. Expect filed altitude 10 minutes after departure. So this is pretty cut and dry departure. Not really anything on crossing restrictions or anything like that. No speeds. I don't see anything. At least that's the way I interpret it. I'm not a real life pilot. I'm not giving instructions. This is just, entertainment, flight simming. If you can learn something from this, great. Maybe I'll learn something too. Who knows? But we're just in it for the enjoyment of it, and we're going to get back in the airplane. Let's get this going. All right, let's set our altimeter. We're going to take that. These MFDs are so damn dim. Okay, there we go. I got it figured out. We got them turned up. It's going to be these switches right here for left and right. So we've got that good to go. All right, let's go ahead and take our altitude on up to 12,000 feet. We'll just climb out to that. And then, I honestly don't know what our altitude is in that. I don't think I actually filed anything. So we'll have to see. We'll do 12. We're not going to mess with ATC anyway, so we can pretty much just do whatever the hell we want. ATC is going to be a pain, 99% of the time anyway. So this says, SimBrief says 28,000, so we could go with that about. And all right, we've got everything. I think everything is good to go. Let's turn on the flight director. We'll get a yaw damper. And I think we are good. Let's knock the brakes off and open the throttle just a tad here. We'll do about 50%, give or take, get things moving, and then come out all the way. Looks a little bit hazy here in Houston today. And we should be able to go ahead and lift off. There we go. We are up. All right, let's get our, let's see. Let's get through 500. All right, gear up. Flaps up. And let's go to autopilot and a flight level change. And let's cut our speed back to like, we'll do 210 maybe. Let's hit nav and turn on course. Like I said, we are not going to worry about ATC in this trip. All right, let's hop out and look around a little bit since we've got everything situated and going. And there is beautiful downtown Houston off in the distance. There is Hobby behind us. Very nice. Look at all the oil refineries and stuff like that down towards the Gulf. I wonder what that is. That's like a huge looking tower over there. That's pretty cool. And there's the Gulf of Mexico. So that is really neat as well. I think that might be Ellington Field. Really super cool stuff. Love seeing the refineries and things like that. I've always been kind of fascinated with the Gulf. And all the chemical plants and refineries and stuff like that they have going on. You can see there's some kind of rail yard down there. As we predicted, beautiful weather. Few clouds, but nothing okay, she canceled us. You know what? That's absolutely fine with me because I don't like working with you guys. That is fine. We will not talk to you anymore. We can honestly care less. So you're not hurting my feelings one bit. But look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Gotta love it. Love flying the Citation. You know, it is such a blast. I'll say it every trip. Be ready for it. Every trip. Every flight, I'll say it is a blast to fly. It is such a fun little airplane. It's a little bit of a challenge at that too. Like, you know, it's got a lot of power to it. You really have to be on your toes and make sure that you don't let it get away from you. You know, because it will. It absolutely will. Let's go ahead and get on up. You know, we can get on up to 250 knots. We are over 10,000 feet. Let's get back in the cockpit. And let's take care of some of these lights and things that I always forget. Landing lights. You know what? We're turning the logo lights off. Daytime. We don't need those. And pulse lights. I have no clue what those do. I have yet to figure that out. So they are off as well. Let's go back outside the airplane. See what it looks like. Alright, our lights are off. Everything looks very nice. No icing today. You know, that was really kind of interesting, the icing that we had yesterday, but you don't see that today, probably because we're down on the Gulf. I'd imagine, that's just my assumption. Oh, overspeeding a little bit though. See, I told you it should get away from you really fast. And like when you pull the power back, I'm pulling it back, you know, well below 50%. You have to watch it. We'll climb to our altitude, cruise out in just a second here. Let's get back in the airplane. And let's look here. We're on to Rink. And I'll pull it up in the other display and we'll look at that again. Okay, so we haven't even hit the first waypoint yet. Or the Indy 7 departure. We are 23 nautical miles out from it. But there is absolutely nothing going on around here as far as traffic. So, all right, there is IH right there, Houston International. Take a little better look at it there. Yeah, not even any aircraft down there. That's really, are we on live weather? Yes, we are. Okay, live weather, live everything, but nothing is happening. Very quiet day down on the Gulf. And let's open our speed back up a little bit more. Just going to crack it just a tiny bit because we don't want to overspeed. And I think we're good with that. We'll kind of keep an eye on it, see what it does. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take us on up to 280. I don't see why not. I mean, our SID doesn't have any, you know, real restrictions on it. And we'll do the speed at like, we'll do 270. We'll finish taking this on up to 280. Kind of watch my speed and set my throttle and get all that stuff taken care of. Alright, there we go. We're blasting off. Look at that. And that's not even that. That's like 60% throttle maybe. It's really just crazy how this plane, the performance on this plane, it really is just a little rocket. What a nice day to fly. I hope you guys have been enjoying it in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like I said, let me know what your favorite flights are. I'd love to hear where you've been going and what you've been checking out, what your favorite aircraft is. I pretty much stick to the same ones. I like the, you know, I like the Skyhawk and the 152 for sightseeing and that kind of stuff. I just always prefer high wing for that. Love the Airbus. And love the Citation too. Yeah, the King Air is pretty sweet aircraft as well. But I really like the Citation when, you know, when you're wanting to get from point A to point B really quick. Alright, we grabbed a few screenshots there for later. Let's get back in the plane, make sure she's not freaking out on us. Still good on our speed. We're climbing through 19,000 feet. Let's set our altimeter. And I think we're good. We're just now hitting Rink, I guess. Some of these nav aids, some of these waypoints, I have no clue what you would pronounce them. All right, next is Colette. And Colette's going to be 10 miles, so not very far at all. Take a peek back here in the cabin. That's really cool. Too bad we didn't have anyone back there with us. That would be sweet, but all right, we're turning on course to Colette. Or Colette. All in all, this is going to be a really kind of cut and dry flight. Not very, not much to it. Not a lot of waypoints, not much distance. I've noticed something on the SID that I completely missed earlier, and it says in the top right corner, top altitude 16,000 feet. So we may have busted that. I don't know if that means that maintain 16,000 or as assigned by ATC. So I'm going to say we got assigned to go higher. 16,000. Yeah, I don't understand that part. Not really sure on it. So I'm thinking if they tell you to climb via the Indy 7, then the 16,000 is as high as you could go, and then they would tell you the rest of the way. That's the way I interpret it. I'm not sure on that though, but we'll say we climb via, and then they told us to climb on up to 280. All right, we're making another turn here. We are heading for Sushi. Let's hop back out of the airplane. Take a peek. All right, that lake down there would be Lake Livingston. Should be a little airfield right off of it, maybe right in there. If I'm looking at it right, there's a little part of land jutting out. There should be an airfield right there. Livingston. A 00 Romeo. And that would be Livingston, Texas. Right off the lake a tad. Oh, we got some traffic down there. What's up? Some kind of little private deal as well, flying along. November 577 Kilo Charlie. It's nice not being completely alone in the skies. And let's see, looks like that might be Shepherd, Texas. I see on the sectional the bend in the road there. And what else do we have? Not a whole lot. There, we're fixing to be leveling out. We'll need to come back on the throttle just a tad. And that should be Corrigan, Texas. Moscow right here. Very cool. And when we level out, we'll let the speed increase a tad, and then we'll pull it back some to try to ensure that we do not overspeed and rip the wings off. That would not be good at all. And it don't have much wing to it. That's the thing about the Citation. If you look at it, they don't have a lot of wing, really. I mean, it doesn't look like a, the wings don't look like super sleek or aerodynamic or anything by any means. You know, they're not swept too much. And our speed's gradually increasing through 280 knots. We'll get up to about 290. We'll pull it back just a tad. I still gotta look at the pilot to ATC stuff. I've had so much stuff going on the past few days. It's been insane. Had to cut grass yesterday, do all the outside stuff, cut grass, weed eat, get the yard looking nice. And hopefully, I'm hoping, maybe one more cut and we'll be done till next spring. Maybe, we'll see. You never can tell. You know, it may get cold as hell here and stay that way, or it may be cool and warm. You never know what you're going to get, right? Alright, I'm looking for other landmarks. That's an interesting deal right there. I don't know what that is. It's not listed on the sectional. Looks like it's some kind of a mine or something to that effect. And I think right straight ahead, or about 11:30, is going to be Lufkin, Texas. So yeah, been a busy few days. I haven't been able to catch up on many things. I mean, really, it's kind of one of those deals where you're barely keeping your head above water, just getting done, like getting videos done and posted and all that kind of stuff. Once again, I do want to thank everyone for the likes and the subscriptions and the comments, all that stuff. You know, it still blows my mind. It really just does. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying. And if you have a suggestion for a flight, if you want to see something else here in Texas or somewhere else, let me know. I have been looking at taking a trip overseas, but I do want to do that in the 747, and I need to get that figured out a little bit better before we do that. All right, there's Sam Rayburn Lake right here. And I see that little lake on the sectional, but I'm not sure. It doesn't have a name on it. It's not listed. Here's Lufkin, and then that is going to be Nacogdoches right over here. That's cool. Always remember John Wayne movie. I won't say the name of it in case y'all might be familiar with it, where he picks a fight with a guy in a bar to create a distraction. They need a distraction, so he finds the biggest guy in the bar. He picks a fight with him. They have an all-out brawl. It spills out into the street. The dude's getting ready to this huge guy is getting ready to cold cock John Wayne again. He stops him mid-swing and says, "Oh, whoa, whoa." Says, "Have you ever been to Nacogdoches?" And he's like, "Nacogdoches? Well, no." And John Wayne says, "Strange," and just walks away. And that's how the fight ends. And I always think of Nacogdoches with that movie. If you know the movie, leave it in the comments to let me know what I'm talking about. It's a really good one. I've always liked that one. Well, there it is, the real Nacogdoches, or Nacogdoches. And we'll continue on to the northeast. Got some clouds coming into view. Got our high-level clouds still sticking with us. And I do not see any traffic. It is a quiet day today. Really just is. You know what? Let's at least, we will tune ATC. But we will not talk to them. We will not waste our time with such things. There we are, Lufkin. Very nice. Downtown. Looks like they got some kind of a loop going around it there. And I'm looking for the airfield. Oh, the airfield's going to be back. There it is. Angelina County. KLFK, Lufkin. And then I see that lake on the sectional is not listed as a name. And then Nacogdoches right here. And let's hop back in the airplane and check out our waypoints. We may be actually getting kind of close. Let's see. We're coming up on Indy, 10 miles out. Yes. And let's see. Let's go to my en route high. Let's see if I can find Indy on here. I was trying to figure out how far away we are from Shreveport. There's Little Rock. El Dorado, where are you? Shreveport. There we are, okay. Lufkin, yeah, we're not too terribly far away. We better start getting down, honestly. So let's come down to, take it down to 18,000 feet. We'll pull back on the throttle. We'll do our flight. Okay, we don't need to mess with that. We'll leave that as it is. And we'll come back to about 18,000 feet, maybe even 16, honestly. We need to get down pretty quick. Let our trip slip up on us here. So roughly 30 miles out, we need to be 10,000 feet. 60 miles, 20,000 feet. So we should be okay. Let's come on back with the throttle some more. And speed's dropping, which that's good. And we'll look around some more here. Let's see what we see. Not a lot. Just a good eastern rural Texas. The other Texas. One of the many different Texas areas of Texas. See what our speed's doing. Okay, that's looking good. Don't want to overspeed. You gotta really watch that. Not having an auto throttle is probably one of the trickiest things about this airplane, is having to watch that. And I can tell you now, if you're doing it with a keyboard, it is extremely tough. It's really hard. It made it so much easier when I got my joystick set up, has a built-in throttle. so much easier to manage that. And I still slip up every once in a while just because I'm not paying attention, but it's a lot easier to manage and keep up with the built-in throttle. You know, I can pull it, you know, I can come back on the power and I know exactly where I'm at. You know, I know when I'm 50%, 25, you know, all that. It's not really a problem. All right, Shreveport, 60 miles out, so we're good. It almost timed out perfect, pretty much. We're 57.4 miles away. Well, that's good. When we get to about 30 miles, we'll pull up the ATIS and we'll figure out exactly what runway we're going to be landing on. And I tell you what, let's, okay, there we go, that's better. Well, no, maybe not. All right, so the last flight up around Teterboro, I was wondering about the transponder, right? And supposedly, this is where you set it. Type in your number and put it in there and you're set. Let's see, COM 1, COM 2. Nav channels. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to pull up Shreveport real quick. I think we'll be landing to the northeast, whatever runway that is. Let's see, KSHV, Shreveport, there we go. They got 523, 6,200 feet, and 1432, which is 8,300 feet and change. I think our winds are out of the northeast. Let's see what they're... Okay, 030 at 11 knots. Let's see. We could do 3-2. 3-2 would be doable. That might be what we do. It's a longer runway. Lord knows I need a longer runway. Make sure I don't goof this up. RNAV, runway 32. Wonder if we could pull that up. Arrival, let's see. ILS 32, RNAV. RNAV 32, there we go. RNAV 32, transition HV. I don't know. Let's look at that real quick. Let me pull this up. KHOU. HV KHOU. Okay, I see it. Or we could do Mach P, but I don't see that in there. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's do Mach P because that's the direction we're coming in from. We'll do that. And we should be good. Still haven't figured out how to... Alright, our speed's getting low because we're not paying attention. Let's come on down to 10,000 feet. And that, let's see, how far out are we? Are 41 miles. We're still looking good. You know, actually, we'll make that, you know, we'll do 10. 10's good. 10's fine because we're 40. We should be about 10 at 30, so that's fine. We're good with that. Let's pull the power back just a tad so we don't get carried away with it. And let's look at our VFR map really fast and see. Okay, yeah, all right. What I need to do is go in and I think I need to activate that. Yep. Ah, shoot, I don't need to do that. We need to go direct. Where you at? Where you at? Where is it at? I don't see Mach P. I don't see it on here. Where are you? Okay, never mind. We'll just fly it by heading.
Houston Center, United 724 is out of flight level 350 for 10,000 feet.
We'll fly it by heading. United That's fine.
724 Houston Center, continue as planned.
Alright, so we are 30 miles out and we're passing 12,000 feet, so we need to get on down. Pronto al dente. Let's see, we got to hit Mach P at 2,400 feet. So we need to get down. We'll do 5,000 for now. Pull the speed way back, and we'll probably have to give some speed brakes here. She's not wanting to slow up very much. Oh, well, never mind. I know exactly why. This would be why. Let's bring the speed back to 240. Hit some speed brakes now. Load up just a tad. And there we are, 240. You know what? Let's bring it on back to 230 actually. And bring them back some more. 237. We'll leave them deployed just a tad, see what happens. Alright, we should be good with that. And let's change our heading up. Alright, so Mach P at 2,400 feet. Non-procedure turn, then KHOU is the initial approach fix. Or it'll be an intermediate fix if we're going in at Mach P. Then KHOU at, what does that say, 1,900 feet? Okay, alright, we should be good. We just want to get lined up. We really don't need to do this. We could go in visual. Beautiful day. Yeah, I haven't figured out, that's like the next thing. Figure out the transponder thing and the nav thing. Now I haven't figured out how to activate like your well, I guess it did activate. Well, no, because the approach, the fixes for the approach are not in the FMS, so I'm not sure how that works out, honestly, at all. All right, so let's we're gonna pull our speed back. No, we don't need to do that yet. Let's level out first. Let's hit that. Let's get our lights. Get our landing. And we're gonna come back to about 210 knots once we level out. Yeah, there's a few things I need to still figure out. Actually, we need to come out of that and come on down to 2,400 feet. Because we're coming up on Mach P pretty quick. Alright, let's get to 2,400 feet. Let's slow the plane down just a little bit more since we're starting to hit that approach. Alright, there we go with that. I think we're good there. We still want to speed up a little bit. Let's slow it up some more. There we go. Alright, that should be good. Alright. Mach P's coming up. Alright, we're going to cheat a little bit and pull up the VFR map like that SAR. Wow! Shreveport is busy. They are rocking up here. What the hell? All these airplanes. Alright, Mach P 2,400. KHOU at 2,400 at or above. Then KHOU at 1,900 feet. And then we'll carry on. It shouldn't be a big deal from that point. Let's see, KHOU is going to be 3.8 and 1.3 from the threshold. Let's see, that's 4.8, what about 5.1? So around KHOU we can drop the gear, somewhere maybe between KHOU and KHOU. Somewhere thereabouts. Do GPS tracking and zoom in. Well, now zoom out. And raise our... Why is it not raising my view up? I need like a better view than that. Why is it not? Really weird. Try something here. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right, coming by Mach-P at 2,400 and 170 knots. Let's see, our course is going to be 321 at KHOU, so about a mile from that, we'll turn to 321. Get our speed to about 100 and maybe 160, somewhere thereabouts. Not sure, I still got to learn these speeds. We just kind of fly by the seat of our pants, you know? And look at there, rural Texas, up close. Very nice. All the little houses and farms and things dotting the landscape. Hey, we're just now fixing to come by Mach-P. Little bit bumpy, just a tad. Like I said, our final course will be 321 after KHOU, and we'll head down to 1,900 feet, and then about Bicya, we'll probably disengage the autopilot, drop the gear, the flaps, all that good stuff, and come in for landing at Shreveport. Maybe we'll go on a riverboat, do some gambling or something like that, you know. And this display is still really just not. It's a little better. There we go. That's better. Okay. Gotta get that speed down. It's getting a little bit fast on me. It gets increasingly harder to manage your speed in this thing. Especially when you're coming in on, you know, on your final. Alright, KHOU. Well, it's not going to tell me because we never did go to the next point. But when I pull it up on the flight plan, it's not there. So I don't know how to do a direct to on the FMS for this. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's got Indy's our last waypoint there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That is a aspect of this that I haven't figured out. Alright, well, we'll just wing it. We'll be alright. We do, I guess, need to pull up the local airport. Bluebird, Shreveport Regional, there we go. And a tower. And we're just going to listen to him. We're not even going to talk to him because we're landing on 3-2. I don't care what they say. We're landing on 3-2. That's the one I want. I mean, the other runway would be more ideal, but this one isn't bad either, and it's a longer runway, larger runway, and it has the RNAV approach. So for our first time in here, this is fine. And let's our course change here. We were supposed to come in about 039 degrees into KHOU. Is 10 miles between Mach-P and KHOU. KHOU is also a initial approach fix. We could have entered there and just gone straight in. But since we were already coming from this direction, we just picked it up at Mach-P and flew it. Let's see, our MSA is 3,100 feet for 25 nautical miles. Missed approach is going to be straight out. See if I can find it. Alright, we got a turn. And our course is going to be 321. We'll do that. And we need to get down to 1,900 feet, so we'll do that as well. Oops. Too far. Alright, pull our speed back for sure. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Hopefully we won't blow through it. We may. There we go. And we may actually turn just a hair too early, which is fine. We'll just do like 350. Pick it up and then carry on from there. Alright, so we're down to 1,900 feet. And you know what? We're going to disengage the autopilot and fly this by hand the rest of the way. And I'm looking for the field. I don't see it. I don't see you. I don't know where it's at. There it is. Alright, I got it now. Field in sight. Alright, straight ahead, 12 o'clock. Looks like we're lined up pretty good for it. And we're fixing to be coming by Bicya, which will be a little over, hair over 5 miles out. As soon as we pass Bicya, we'll drop our gear and flaps. And we'll be set. Get to that phase of the approach where it just seems like you're kind of sitting still, like this is the longest 5 miles ever. Alright, we're by Bicya. Let's drop our gear and flaps. Let's open the throttle for sure, just a tad. Getting the stutters just a bit here. Speed's dropping on down. We'll try to hold about 220 until we get right on short final, then we'll come back to 110. I think final approach speed is 110 speed. Or I mean 110 knots. Shreveport. Been through here a few times on I-20. Traveling through. I don't think I've ever stopped in Shreveport before. And off to the east of here, we have Barksdale Air Force Base. Home of many of our B-52 bombers at Barksdale. That's pretty cool. Alright, there we go. Let's pull power back. Excuse me, losing my voice. Everything's looking good. See lead-in lights. Alright, open the power just a tad. We're at 110 knots. Maybe a little bit more. We're starting to sink just a bit. Oh, my favorite part of the trip. I love final. A little wind bumping us around just a tad. Back on the power some more. Oh, bump. I hear you. 500 feet. Alright, we must be going through a wind layer or something there. Our speed really dropped off. Let's get the speed back up just a tad. Still looking good. There, back on the power. Middle marker. I'm getting a little bit slow. Let's hold it just for a second. And pull the power back the rest of the way. And let her settle on down. And there we go. Oh, we bumped. We hopped just a tad. Damn it. Oh well. And there goes the nose. Nose is down. And we are set. Let's hop out. We'll roll out the rest of the way. We'll do a long rollout. We'll clean up our flaps. Yeah, we'll take this exit right here. In the meantime, Tower's probably going, who the hell is this guy? Yeah, let's slow her down just a bit. There we go. Get that nose wheel action going. She's still, oh, she's such a pig when it comes to turning. Seriously, why won't you turn? What the hell? She don't want to turn. Why won't you turn for me? Like, I am mashing the hell out of this key. It doesn't want to turn. She is such a pig when it comes to turning on the ground. Like, this thing, I guess you have to be like at a crawl to really to get it to turn. Maybe the nose wheel's skidding, you know, we're turning too sharp, too fast. Do you like that video of the Delta MD-80 that took the active, took the runway for departure, and he throttled up in the middle of his turn, lining up on the runway, and it was just sliding the hell out of that nose wheel. You know, I guess we'll go straight ahead. We're like, this dude is drunk. What is wrong with him? Rolling up in here in our Citation. Alright, we'll pull up right here and we'll call this trip done. Alright, that is it right here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe. As usual, it is always appreciated, and we will catch you in here next time. Peace.